Hello. Hopefully this is working. Welcome, welcome. Um, whew, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So today I had some time in the morning. It's a beautiful summer's day in the UK, so that means it's raining. And that to me was an opportunity to hop on the rig, and if I'm hopping on the rig, I may as well share that. Um, so this morning we're going to do some LMU. GT3 fixed. I am very new to LMU. I have hardly been in the rig at all for the last couple of years. I mean, there's been a couple of streams since WRC. I actually played a little bit of LMU the other day and thoroughly enjoyed it. So I thought it'd be well worth streaming at some point. It handles nicely. The game is, how do I put it? Simple to use. Like you can just join an online lobby. It's what more could you want? Well, probably more, but it'll do me, which I will take. But yes, so this is where we're at. Hopefully it's all coming through clear. I'm going to keep the music for the game. It's quite dramatic, but it means I don't have to worry about sorting out some other music, which is good. And it also stops during the racing, which is pretty handy. So yeah, we are at Circuit to the South. So it's the proper Le Mans today. I need to sign up for that. There's one in progress. We've got one upcoming. I don't want to do the GTE fixed. I actually want to have a crack at Le Mans. I don't pay for any of the extras with this, so it is just what you get for free essentially, which is fine. I've got quite a ways to go. We're still right at the bottom of our bronze safety rating, so and I can maybe play once a weekend, maybe. So I'm sort of not going to stress too much about sorting stuff out around paying extra for things at the moment. Not until I can get into a routine of it. And if I start enjoying it and I get really into it and I want to do more, then I'll do more. Right. In that case, the next race is not for another 20 minutes or so, which buys me a bit of time to get settled in. And I'll just stick on a very long practice at Le Mans. Yeah, okay. Let's just do that. Whew. Circuit de Lassar. And we're obviously doing it in a GT3. Now, I just paid for the... Where's the cool candy cane? I thought one of these was like a candy cane livery. Oh, well, whatever. We'll just stick with that. So I'm just going to do, super long practice, basically, and just put some laps in the GT3 around Le Mans before we get into an actual race. Feels sensible to me. It is a fixed setup, so I don't need to worry about that, which I'm quite grateful for. Because, again, I'm a bit of a... even though I've been in and around the sort of sim stuff, I still don't really do an awful lot of the complicated bits. I just jump in because it's fun to drive cars, right? And I'd say I'm more of a sim driver than I am sim racer. So even the racing elements can be a bit... I say stressful is probably not the right phrase because that's probably over-egging it, but they require focus for me, shall we say. Focus that I'm usually less willing to give to video games. So yeah. One thing I will say is loading screens seem to take a minute. So there will be periods where I am just sat looking at this lovely track map, unfortunately. The good news is I have plenty of nutritious things with me. We've got a couple of bananas to see me through the next couple of hours, a nice cup of tea, and a cranberry fizzy drink, which is very nice. And it should be good for keeping me hydrated while we go. Although I'll definitely have to nip out at least once for probably more liquid and expelling liquid. Nothing like a cup of tea in the morning. Absolutely love that. I'm going to use this opportunity also while things are loading and this is going on just to check stream settings and stuff because it's been a minute. So we'll probably play around with a few things just to make sure things are working. I'm dual streaming, or trying to, at the very least, between Twitch and YouTube. It's something I've done previously. It's something I tried previously and then absolutely could not get to work. And my bitrate is right at the upper limit of what Twitch really allows. So hopefully it's not going to play any funny games, but we'll see we'll see. I think that the thing about sim racing is it's something that it really relies on bitrate to make it look nice. Um, from my limited experience streaming it, I really struggled with bitrate stuff in the past, keeping it down, trying to limit the load on my PC and internet. But I suppose switching to some slightly faster internet opens up the option for more bitrate, but there's still limits with Twitch. Whereas I think YouTube, the bitrate can be almost more than double, and not have any problems. But it is what it is, really. So yeah, it's kind of where we're at. Is what it is. While we wait for this to load, I'll just say, obviously, for those who are new, I'm sim racing with an enormous Manitoba moose flag next to me. My accent might suggest that I'm not from Canada. I'm not, but I do have a particular affinity with Winnipeg and ice hockey, hence the Panthers jersey as well for Nottingham. But this flag is a nice little backdrop. I think it gives it's the colours I like, with the like a nice blue. We've got the little blue sort of LED underlighting down here, matched here. Nice little current theme, and then obviously a bit of showing some allegiance to the teams I follow, I suppose. Now I'm more of a Jets fan. I don't actually follow the Moose that intensely, but yeah, so could be worse. Right. Okay. Sorry, just playing around with a few settings as well on Twitch because it's something I haven't used in a while. So just wanted to open up the chat elements. Oh, look, 100%. Wonder how long we'll be stuck at that for. I basically just want to get a couple of laps in. I've not driven this circuit in a GT3 car before, so just gonna pick that and go. Okay, and we'll just get some laps in. Oh, good lord! I don't know if that audio balance is quite right. That looks a little bit high on the old mixer, so I'm just gonna turn this down a fraction. Not by much though, because Okay. Oh, hello. Just need to learn the car. And obviously it's like cold tyres, cold everything at the moment, so... I mean, thankfully I loosely know the actual circuit, but I don't know, like, gearing and optimal lines, anything of that nature. As made apparent by the fact the AI gave me a little bump because I slowed down too much. Still better to learn and do a couple of laps here than it is to do my first couple of laps in a public race. Okay, well, slowly going to be able to get into a rhythm here, I think, which is good. Okay, broke a little bit early, but that's fine. Just learning the braking point. Oh. Oops. got to find a rhythm, really. Around a circuit I'm slightly unfamiliar with. Okay, I need to brake way before I did there, I think. That's a corner to learn. Just keeping an eye on the time to make sure I can sign up for the race on time as well. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Whoops. The whole back sector here that I have just clogged up is going to be something I will have to learn. And the two chickens. Just going to let this car pass, and we're going to try and learn off the AI a little bit. Even if it's just lines, usually like, oh shit. Usually they're pretty good with just getting the right lines. Even if like in practice and stuff they break early. At least I know the kind of routes I need to be taking around each corner. And loosely braking zones, like maybe not the best braking zones, but certainly not leaving it too late, I guess. They're going to give me some early warning. Now that we're on the Mulsanne, I can just have a swig of tea. I think for here is, what was it, like 200? Nope, probably closer to the 100. Nice. The thing with Le Mans is it's such an interesting circuit because there are long periods of it, like now, where I don't have to do any thinking at all, and the nature of the track is really dictating what I can and can't do. I'm just driving, and then all of a sudden you have to make a decision and hope that you have retained enough focus to be able to make it stick, right? So it's almost like, it's like a waiting game, but it kind of is like a waiting game where you're, you know, sat there, and then every single moment counts in those braking zones. Every corner counts because there are so few corners. Hello, first time chatter, StinXYE. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Sorry. Oh shit. While I also try and effectively learn a circuit for the first time. Hope you're well. Sin sounds good. I am well, thank you. I am very well. How are you doing? Hope your Sunday's treating you well. A little frustrated. Oh no, what's wrong? Oh shit. Okay, probably go a bit quicker through here if I'm not tailing an AI. I'm trying to improve in Monza, but I'm so worried. Oh shit! I'm so worried about driving better that I'm making too many mistakes. Ah, yeah, I totally get that, and that's something that really happens with me as well. Like I'll make progress, and then I'll suddenly stop. Oh shit! Stop making progress, and I'll get really frustrated by that. I think sometimes it's important to remember that the learning process doesn't always happen in one day. And like, going away, doing something different, and remembering like those who get really, really good at stuff, it's usually their commitment that makes them really, really good, right? It's like the difference between good and great is usually commitment. It's turning up every day, even when you're not at your best, even when things aren't going well. So in terms of improving, like, it's just a process. So trust the process. Oh, shit. Hello. Okay, I think I know the circuit at least now. Last time I broke my record, I was doing qualifying while talking to a friend. When I noticed, and that can absolutely be the case. Sometimes it's being relaxed and it's putting yourself in an environment to succeed, right? Whereas if you are, mid-race or feeling the pressure of trying to better yourself, you put that unwanted pressure on yourself. And that's never really going to help. So, yeah, it's about trying to find the things that work for you. So, I know we can't always listen to music while we're racing and stuff, but if there's relaxing music that helps you focus, then something like that might be good. Or, like I say, even if having a friend, like on voice chat while you race is helpful, then just try and have a friend around. I guess the only thing I would say is obviously, like, lap records versus racecraft is slightly different, right? So, if having those distractions in place are good for hot lapping, that's one thing, but just make sure you're conscious of the fact that it's obviously sharing a racetrack with other people as well, so getting the balance right. Oh, sugar, that was okay. Between your focus and or your lap and other stuff. Still new to sim racing, starting longer. That's cool. Yeah, so I technically was sim racing 4 years ago. What I would say is I did it quite intensely for like a summer and a half, and then moved house to a place where I basically couldn't have a rig anymore. And that kind of put a dampener on my ability to put in the hours into sim racing for a couple of years. So at that point it was sort of like, well, I'll get back into it. I'll be a little bit more casual about it now, though. So I'm not really pushing myself too much. I mostly just do this for a good laugh. I'm capable enough to get round is probably the way I'd put it. But by the same token, I'm not exactly setting lap records or anything anytime soon. Just trying to have a good time doing it. Your record in Monza, at Monza is... Oh, hang on, let me just get through this corner sequence. Is 149.6 the Porsche GT3. Oh, cool, ACC, yeah. So I used to play a little bit of ACC. I will say that though I haven't played a lot of LMU, like I've done a couple of races and that's about it, really. The way this drives feels nicer. I mean, ACC looks gorgeous, but just in terms of feel, the information I get from this is a lot more like the original AC, which is one of my favourite sims ever to drive. So, I feel like I know what the car's doing most of the time, which is usually quite helpful. Oh, down controller. Okay, cool. Have you been playing long, or have you thought about? Have you done any looking at wheels and stuff like that, or are you mostly still focused on just honing in the sort of standard set of skills on the controller? Okay. It can be expensive, yeah, for sure. I think. Oh, here's what I'd say. Because I'll tell you what, I've got to can this off anyway to join the session. Here's what I'd say about expensive and not expensive. And I'm a real believer in this generally. Is shoot, how do I just quit the session? That's a bit annoying. Here we go. Things can be buy a PC first. Absolutely, you need a PC for sure. PC runner 8K. Jesus Christ, where do you live? 8 grand is a lot. I mean, I can only compare it with what I have, and Brazil. Okay, interesting. That's an awful lot. I mean, at the end of the day, getting into racing is the important bit. So whether it's controller or wheel or whatever, that doesn't really matter too much. Okay, so LMU is 300. Okay, so that's the equivalent. So it was 30 for me, so it's times 10, so that'd be 800 quid, loosely. So that's So I mean, most of my stuff is secondhand, to be fair. So if I think about the actual PC I bought, apart from the GPU, which I bought separately for £290, so that would have been, I guess, 3K in your local equivalent, there or thereabouts. The PC was itself probably no more than the same. So it is difficult. The computer is the biggest bit, right? Because once you get that, actually an entry-level wheel isn't that bad. Like, you can get I don't have direct drive. I wish I did. But with all the direct drive stuff that exists these days, people forget that, you can get a second-hand, like, Logitech G920 or whatever, pretty cheap, all things considered. Right, let's just register for this. Oh, you joined an ACC team. That's cool. There's a chap we used to... I can't remember now. It was... chap who used to... Oh, Jones. His name was Jones. He used to... he was in an ACC team. This is like rolling back the clock a few years now. As an AM driver. Yeah, that's cool, though. Because, I mean, you've got to start somewhere, haven't you? I mean, being part of something's always fun, right? Being part of a team's cool. 20 minutes, and it's like 4.5 minutes a lap, so I'm going to need to fuel for... Let's fuel for 6 to be sure. But that's really cool. Good to join the team. You'll learn a lot from the people around you, I would hope. As long as they're the right kinds of people, obviously. But usually in niche hobbies like this, people with shared interests, people with passions in these hobbies will absolutely take the time to help you, which is great. It's good to be part of something like that. I mean, I used to... joining leagues and stuff is a really good idea as well. You'll get to meet new people. You'll get to put in lots of races. I used to do an Assetto Corsa league. It was, again, quite a few years ago now. But I used to do an AC league, and that was great for meeting people, great for getting stuck in and experiencing sim racing, and just meeting some lovely folk to be able to chat about it with, because it's a passion that's shared, right? And I think we tend to play these games to be able to share that passion. Yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll check it out once I'm done streaming, just to keep the flow of the stream going. But yeah, absolutely, more than happy to have a look. I don't know if I'll be able to offer much in the way of advice, since I'm not all that good. But yeah, more than happy to help. And thank you for the follow while you're at it. That's just come through on the old thing, so that's nice. Appreciate that. Yeah, like I say, I might not be able to give much advice, but I'll try. It's you have a Discord server. I do not have a Discord server. No, I'm not certainly not big enough to warrant maintaining one of those. Yeah, a Twitch DM is fine of the Monza lap. That'd be great. Thank you. Yes, no, I mean, I'm a Discord user, but not a Discord hoster, for sure. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that this little thing in the top right-hand corner here talks about the actual split count. So it looks like there'll be 21 splits. I am often amazed. I mean, it's 20 to 10. Ah, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, it's 20 to 10 in the morning, on a Sunday morning in the UK, admittedly. No, not too dissimilar. I mean, mostly European, right? And just people are turning up. Turning up the race, which is great. I should really get rid of this tea before the race because it's half an hour of driving. That tea is going to go very cold by the time I get around to actually finishing it. Race starts in 1 minute and 15 seconds. There we go. So, always interested to see the blended cars. That's one thing I have enjoyed looking at with the with LMU is that it does seem. Oh, I'm sure there are optimal choices on certain tracks and stuff like that. But if you just look at the mix of cars from across all the driver quality, like even in the top splits, all those like silver drivers and stuff. Look at that, and the bronze drivers like myself. You know, just an absolute stack of car choices. I mean, car variety. It's not like, oh, everyone picks the Mercedes because it's the fastest sort of stuff. I love that. Do I intend to race with hypercars? I do. From what I gather, the LMU grind is pretty tough. So to get to a position, which I'm all for, incidentally, to get to a position where you're racing with, and whether that be in a GT3 alongside hypercars or in a hypercar alongside other cars, I think you've got to do a bit of grinding first to get through some of the safety requirements. And again, I'm actually all for that. I think... How do I put this? Modern games force progression a bit too quickly. And I think for people who are new, it's really, really good to be able to just build up slowly. I think it's kind of the value of taking your time and learning the process is kind of forgotten a bit these days. And I don't, you know, I look back at the games I played growing up, which was Gran Turismo 2, where it's worked really, really hard to get a sports car, basically. So I think to have that in a sim racing game is arguably more important, because when you're racing with other people online, learning racecraft is really important. Even just knowing how to be overtaken and all that sort of good stuff is, I think, really valuable skills to learn. I have a lot to learn in that still, but I think it's really, really good. A friend of mine managed to use the hypercars very quickly in LMU, but he already had a lot of racing experience. He got a podium at the 24 Hours of Spa in ACC. That's great. Yes, it's going to take me a while because I'm not that fast, nor am I. I mean, I try to be as safe as possible, and I do feel terrible when I end up impacting someone else's time. So usually quite safe, and that probably costs me time, but I'd rather that everyone have a nice time, frankly. So, oh gosh. Good. Okay, phew. We're in split 9 of 14. I am expected way down the list, which I am very happy about. There's a couple of minutes of practice, so I'm just gonna. This is true. I'm just gonna get in well, I say a couple of, clearly not a couple of laps, but a couple of corners, just to make sure I'm comfortable with the fixed setup. Because it is fixed setup, and I've only used the one that came in the Coach Dave Academy sort of section, if you like. Oh my god, the number 4 car, I don't love that. So the top left-hand corner, obviously you've got the actual, like the leaderboard there. The number, the grey number, so not the position, but the grey number, is basically where you're expected to finish. Which I don't love that expectation of 4, since I am certainly not that good. At Le Mans, or just generally driving. And okay, this is like the 9th split, so we're not talking like massive expectations, but that's okay. I much preferred it when I thought it put me down to 17. There we go. Oh, there's no safety car. No, this is just practice at the moment, so I'm just getting out, moving around. Just want to make sure that the car behaves in the way that I'd expect it to behave, given that all I've used so far is one type of setup, not the fixed setup. I'll make sure my mapping is about the same. Excellent. Good news. I don't think there's a safety car in the game that's usable. Frankly, I've not played it enough to know. Oh, there we go. That was the end of the practice session. We got at least one of the chicanes in. Oh, and now we're into qualifying, which is probably quite important. So and this is private qualifying, which I'm really grateful for as well. So it's like there's no other cars on track. And we'll basically get time to do one qualifying lap, which is insane. But it is what it is. But no, I don't think the safety car is actually operational. It just looks nice to have it there. No, I don't believe the safety car is a safety car, so to speak. It is going to be one-shot qualifying, just by the nature of only having 5 minutes to qualify, and a lap taking 4 minutes and some seconds. For me, 4 minutes and probably more seconds than others. So it also means the outlap's going to have to be, like, I can't just pootle around. Find the right time to load up on the accelerator for that corner, because it comes out onto obviously this whopping great big straight. The impact of not being as quick as possible is hard to program something like that. I imagine it is really hard to program a safety car effectively. How's the audio levels, by the way? Because I have played around with bumping up the game audio a little bit this time around versus my last stream. It just felt like there was a bit of room for a little bit of room for it, so to speak. Hopefully the balance... Oh, it's perfect? Excellent. We love that. I mean, I'd take just passable, frankly. Penalties, it depends a lot on the context. There's no way for them to program the game to know if the safety car is needed. But yeah, I think... iRacing does it for oval racing. But I do think that's a lot simpler. And let's be honest, sim racing online, not always super clean. So do you want to have every single race basically be behind the safety car for most of it, or do you want to just have some kind of penalty system that discourages poor behaviour and penalises unsafe driving? Probably that, because otherwise every single race is going to be spent 50% behind a safety car. So we could talk about wanting realism, and then, the difference between something being realistic and maybe being a good game. And there's, what's going to make it fun to play. And I think actually having a penalty system rather than a safety system is probably better. Well, contact is a part of the sport. I mean, look, it's not... How do I put it? It's not like it's the aim of the game to shove people around. But as long as it's respectful, in sports car racing, there's always been a bit of rubbing, a bit of side-to-side contact. And actually, from what I've played so far of LMU, it does really support that, which is good, because I think it's quite hard to do, really. Yeah, these are the corners that are going to absolutely fuck up my lap, but that's okay, never mind. Oh. Oops, okay, don't run too wide there, got it. Third for those two corners, basically. We're slowly learning, it's alright. It's a process. Oh, overshot that by a country mile. Right, pit sign might be the breaking point. That's fine. Oh, and the next... oh. The next lap won't count, so there's little point me trying to qualify. Oh, Jesus. Whoops-a-daisy. Never mind. So we're definitely starting towards the back, which is a shame because I think that first lap was actually quite decent. Well, never mind, whatever. Had I kept that up, it would have been okay. Um, there was a race at the Red Bull Ring that three cars were side by side running against each other, and the Lambo. Yeah, I mean, like, as long as it's respectful, as long as it's done in a way that isn't inflammatory or let's call it contact for an advantage is inappropriate, right? If you're pushing someone off a racing line in order to go faster, I would suggest that's not appropriate. However, um, when it comes to just respecting a racing line slash being in and around where you need to be, I think that's absolutely fine. I don't see a problem with that at all. Um, yeah, I think it's got a place in it, but by the same token, eh, what can you do? You know. Yeah, I found that with ACC. It did have a slightly strange contact model. What I found in LMU so far is it's pretty good. So the, I mean, I've been punted directly from behind and been okay. I've also outbroke myself and knocked someone in front of me, and but I caught their quarter panel, like the back half of the quarter panel, and that did send them round. But it probably would have, frankly. And I apologise profusely. But I've had lots of side to side contact that's been fine. Lots of bumps here and there, and it seems to have a really good contact model for like sports car racing, which I think is really important. Um, yeah, it feels like a real fundamental, honestly. So it's just good that it can be well represented. Having watched some iRacing stuff, it blows my mind. The contact model and netcode in that is a bit patchy. Um, I mean, and it's same with AC, like original AC, it was a little bit hit and miss, so to speak. So yeah, this is probably the best I've played. I mean, Race Room is pretty good. I don't know if it was pretty good a couple of years ago. Race Room racing experience was pretty good. P1 in this race, I think that's ambitious. I think if I look, my usual aim is be respectable. So keep it pretty clean, do the best I can do, and then get a little bit competitive once things have settled in. Usually, there are faster people than me that make mistakes, and that's how I tend to do slightly better. Not necessarily because I am innately quicker than people. But I love the enthusiasm. I appreciate the support. I suspect. I mean, look, how many people have we got in the actual race? Is it 19 or something? Wasn't it? I'll take top half. That's a nice. Like I like to finish top half. 20. Okay, so let's go for. I mean, top 10 would be pleasant. If I can do better than that, that would be obviously a right treat. But we'll see. We'll see. I've not actually raced at Le Mans before, and I've done 2 races in LMU. Full stop. So I just want to lower some expectations. But yep, catch you in a bit. Um, yeah, I have to say, as a philosophy, so to speak, I am very much. If you just set slightly lower expectations, then everything above that is a success. Really, you know. So yeah, that's I don't know. If that's the oh my god, 405. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Okay, well, oh god, multiple 405s. I don't remember being close to that when I was lapping. That's okay. I suspect we'll be in the bottom half. How many laps are we realistically going to get done? 4 minutes a lap. How long's the race? 20 minutes to put in 6 laps of fuel. That ought to be fine. Okay, good. We've got some 414s. That's the pace I was doing in practice.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Okay. Well, here we go. Fucking hell. I'll just have to trust that I've got the right amount of fuel in. What's the worst that could happen, right? Oh, yeah, forgot about those buttons. Okay. Right, let's remove the keyboard. Inputs are working. We're starting 10th, so that's smack bang in the middle, so I'm not sure how I feel about that, frankly. Probably not the best place to begin, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll live. Just get rid of the last of this tea. The race actually kicks off in 10 seconds, so I'm sure a few more people will materialise shortly. Yeah, estimated 6 laps. So hopefully I've got enough fuel.
Formation lap has started.
Okay, here we go. I hate this mini game of trying to like line up right. Oh, this is going to be brutal. Just drag my brakes a little bit to get some heat into them. Okay, first ever race at Le Mans. In LMU. Whoa. Feels like the appropriate place to have your first race at Le Mans, if anything. Cool. Good luck. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll see how we go. I think it's going to be pretty frightening. I'm going to just take my time, settle into a rhythm, and see how we fare. My intention is certainly not to go ultra flat out and try and win in the first lap. It's going to be probably a 6-lap race. And that being the case, it's I'd much rather take my time and get it right. And yeah, we'll see how we go. Oh shit.
Green flag, green flag.
And we're off. Okay, first couple of corners negotiated. Those Porsches look twitchy as hell. I think what I'd like to do is try and stay with this group and gap the group behind if possible. I don't know what the draft distance is like. First big braking zone. Oh, outbrake myself. Okay. Porsches are difficult. They are, well, they're rear-engine, aren't they? So notoriously hard to control. I'm sorry, Mr. Ferrari is driving a McLaren. That feels a little bit weird. Well, the train behind has well and truly caught up, so I think this chap is going to let him know I'm here. Oh, I went into neutral for a moment there. Whoops. Oh, had target fixation there. Got to drive to the line, not to the car in front. That is something I am pretty suspect of now and again. Whew. Okay. Now we're getting into the section of the track where I tend to lose a lot of time, so plenty of focus here. Try and vaguely remember the gears, and I should be okay. And it was fourth for the first couple, I think, and then probably going to want third for this one. Oh! Okay, well, we made it around in one piece. Good lord. Oh, shit. Yeah, pop that up. Never mind. Aim for the apex. Usually safe. Okay, well this Lambo's got the run on me, so it's not like I'm going to fight this too hard. I say that, maybe he's not got quite the run on me, I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind him having this place for now. I can just stay with. There we go, you're going to try some more lap here? That's pretty cool. I love that. Oh shit, missed the slow on the shift, probably going to cost me the draft on the straight. That's okay. Whew. One thing I do like about GT3 driving, and I know they're designed to be this way, is they are quite a forgiving car to drive. In terms of like ABS, really helpful, mash the brake pedal, whatever. But just in terms of, I guess, sort of, I won't say everything about it, but the way they feel, the way they are it's just comfortable, I guess. I don't know if that's the right phrase, but you can get into a bit of a rhythm with driving them. So they're really, really good for introducing people into sim racing. I mean, my passion's always going to lie with the H pattern, but for online racing and stuff, to have one less thing to think about, I think it's really encouraging. So, oh. Oh, shit. Wow, losing spades of time in those two corners. Yikes. Whew. Wow, the person behind me is really caught up. Okay, well, that's the best lap I've ever done, so I'll take it. It's only about 6 seconds off the pace of some of the faster guys. Oh, fucking... not good. This is a lot more hard work than I thought it would be. It's not even halfway through the race yet. Okay, we're halfway through now. 10 minutes are down. Oh man, they've got so much pressure every single braking zone. It's like, don't cock it up, don't cock it up. I don't know how people just seem to be able to brake later than me and be fine. Wild. Okay, whew. Got a couple more laps to go. Broke way too early there. Didn't carry nearly enough speed through that bleeding tyre. This guy's pretty brave. Okay, well, that's probably the best I've done through that section so far, which I can be pretty pleased with. And that was not on an optimal entry line. Oh. Thank you, traction control, but fuck me, was that a bad way to finish a lap? 9.35. Oh. Ah, bollocks. Yeah, just gonna... Oh. Got to work out that first corner a little bit better, I think. Everyone loves multiple stabs of the... Oh, Jesus, throttle pedal. Oh no, the guy behind me had a moment. That's less than ideal. I mean, it's good because it's going to give me a bit of breathing room. Maybe I can just focus on trying to hunt down the guy ahead instead of think of the car behind, but, you know, we will see. Okay, lost less time through there, I feel like. Okay, dare I say. Whew. I'll take anything that's net neutral to the car in front through some of these corners. If I can get a bit of a run, even better, but you know, like, really, sometimes it's okay to be okay. Just... Oh, I went in too deep. Oh, shit. That was close. Nope, nope. Straighten. Thank you. Bugger it. That's bad. Tried to push a little too hard. And that's my thing, like, I tend to hit my threshold quite quick, it seems. Where I'll want to go a bit deeper into a corner and allow myself, I guess, to outbrake myself, go too far, whatever. Oh no. I'm just going to take it steady through here. That person's had a hard time. Sometimes it's just about surviving, I guess. Everyone loves a message that just reads, "What the fuck, bro?" Oh, no. Okay. I mean, look, I'm all for spaces and stuff, but it doesn't help the rhythm when cars are, like, flying off around you. Like, the guy behind is probably going to catch up substantially if... Oh, shit. Okay, you've got to remember how quickly that second one comes around. Quicker than you think. Like, that second chicane happens so much sooner than I think. Oh no, ran a bit wide there. Definitely flirting with track limits a few times. Well, barring any disasters, we may well have found my finishing place. Just based on the fact that I'm hoping I don't lose 4.5 seconds in a lap, and I'm unlikely to gain 9 seconds in a lap. So I am going to be a little steady. I'm just going to focus on finishing. Kind of accept that the guy behind is going to make some time on me, but I'd rather lose 3 seconds and finish 7th than push to try and lose no seconds and finish lower because I spin or something. So just a bit of I don't know if you've got like race management or something, but it's the last lap. Don't do anything stupid. Feels like the sensible kind of approach. Oh. Alright, last time through the sector that I just stuck at. Frankly. Good little dab of brakes down to 5th. Lift. Probably slowing a little too much here, but that's okay. I think if I could really hook a lap up, I've probably got like a 408 something in me, or like maybe like a late 407. If I can like really nail a lap by my own standards, which, let's be frank, are not that high, but oh. Oh, understeer, washing out. Oh, terrible sector through there. Lost a second. Fucking hell. Well. Okay, managed to keep it together. Like I said, I'd rather lose a bunch of seconds and maintain 7th, which is where we finished in the end, so yeah. Nice. Woo. Yeah, okay, I should probably stop. There we go, one race done. We can exit that session. We finished, which is a start. You know, we did okay, all things considered. A little drink, just to relax for a sec. Probably have a banana. There we go. Those are my 2 Sebring races from last weekend. Good times. Good times. Right. Need to go back and sign up for the next one, because we'll just do that again. And that's what I do quite like about LMU as well. It's got a good little like rolling. There we go. Let's register. Not in any different car. Oh, there we go. done and done. Yeah, that's why I quite like. It's a real constant, steady flow of stuff to do. So like, I'm gonna have 50 seconds to eat this banana basically before I'm back in the game. Well, I got practice, which I won't do this time. Hopefully, I can qualify. Oh. Here we go. It'll tell me how I did. I finished 7th. Okay, I gained 44% safety. We like that. And 2 point. Yeah, the driver rank I'm not too fussed about. I just want to get that safety rating up so I can do more stuff. Wow, the user interface is really slick, actually. Be able to get from what I'm doing to where I need to be that quickly is a real testament to the UI developers. So fair play to them. Right, let's get in the mix. Ooh. Okay. Well, hopefully it loads quite quickly because it'll all be in recent sort of memory, so to speak. I'm sure that's how computers work, right? Something like that. He says, stuck at 100%. This feels like a part of the game at this point. Fingers crossed all the stream stuff's coming through still. It's not shouting at me. Looks like I've dropped 0 frames. Nice and consistent bit rate, which is excellent. Although I think Twitch still doesn't like that so much, but that's okay. Now my expectations are hopefully down in the doldrums. You know, I don't split 11 of 19. I feel like I'm not the quickest guy. Please just let me be in the slow spaces. Thank you. For qualifying, we're going to want to have 3 laps. I think. That may help keep get the lap time down. TBD, because it's still user error. But... see if there's any names I recognise from the last session. Nope. So these are 19 different people, which is cool. I also quite like that. I mean, I'm sure once you get into some of the upper splits, you'll see very familiar names. Probably the same for the lower splits, but this mushy middle that I'll exist in for the entirety of the time I play games like this, you know, that's where you'll probably have this big difference in people you race against. That's cool. I like that. Again, different time of the day as well. It's 20 past 10 on a Sunday morning. It looks like, judging by the light that's trying to creep in through my blinds, that the sun is out, which is encouraging because it was pissing it down this morning. So maybe I'll get to spend some time outside today. I'm sure it could be nice. Yeah, otherwise it's good to have this as something to do when it's a bit crappy outside. I mean, over the winter months, this will probably be slightly more what I do than getting quite as much time outside. Although, lots of studies show that during the winter months, you need to spend twice as much time outside for the sake of your sleep patterns and wellness and stuff like that. Really, really interesting stuff. So, maybe I should be doing more of this in the summer and less in the winter, but I suspect it'll be the inverse just for comfort's sake. Even if I do get a morning walk in while it's nippy outside. Right. Yep, that's lovely. The chat is already fired up. Oh dear. Right, quali. Let's do this. Last time I didn't even get to qualify because of my own stupidity. But, let's not dwell on that, okay? Let's not dwell on it. Let's get a lap in and let's actually give myself a fair representation. Doesn't mean I'm going to be any good, but it does mean I'm going to be somewhere. And the expectation is I finished third, which sounds absolutely ridiculous, but there we go. Given that last race in a, was it a higher split? I finished quite literally lower than that, but that's okay. So as I said before in the last race, this is so single shot qualifying on your own, no one else around. Whoop, hello. You know what I might do? I might actually record the next race. Oh. Just because it's kind of fun to be able to have something to edit. I mean, I've still got something to edit from a little while back, but that's okay. I'm thinking two birds, one stone. I can just cut it down, and then there's a video to go along with the stream. I haven't yet found out how to go through the replay editor and really like manipulate the camera angle. That'd be something to look into at some point. Okay, 100 is probably okay for braking here, because... Okay, we'll give it a go. Oh, that's my engine. Okay, don't turn that off. Okay. This is obviously the pre-qualifying lap. We'll warm up, then it's one shot. Well, provided I get to the start line in time. Look, in a field of 20 over a race distance like this, I mean, qualifying will make a smidgen of a difference. I suspect it probably won't make me better. But by the same token, it's more lapped around a track that I'm not super comfortable around. So I may as well put the time in here, work on that, and try to continue to progress. And this is the section, because I find it really hard to find markers, right? Like, what are my numbers here? Where do I need to be doing what? Is it the green by the side? Maybe it's the green by the side. This is small. Maybe that's flat out, actually, rather than a lift. This feels like a bit of brake. I don't know if that was any quicker, but it felt a bit more fluid than before. This one, it's just so flat, I can't actually see the corner. Right, here we go, timed lap. 44 seconds to spare. I can start my time lap. And I'm already up to a slow start. So I've popped up the first corner. Okay, still plodding along. I found that I don't know if it's like a thing or not, but I feel like I'm really very dependent on rhythm when I drive. So like one lap almost isn't enough for me for qualifying. And I do my better laps at the end of a race. Now, admittedly, part of that's also going to be that I'm learning the track while I race, instead of just doing like 30 laps of practice and then be like, okay, time to race these now. But that is slightly impractical. Okay. Basically, I'm in the now don't fuck it up phase. Because the start has been okay by my standards. I mean, the first one was atrocious, but everything else has been okay by my standards. Too early on the brakes there, but that's okay. Oh, sugar. Lost some time there. Oh. That's deeply annoying. Okay. Focus up for the last section. There's time to be gained. Well, not gained, but just lost less of. Oh shit. Oh, that's annoying. Got thrown out wide because I didn't apply any brakes. They just understeered. Okay. I'll take it. Look, it's not great. It's really not great, but I'll take it. It will have to do. A 4:09. So that's my kind of okay. Well, that's my benchmark time. I guess I've been doing that a little bit. So 4:09 kind of feels like my wheelhouse at the moment. I think I can get down to a 4:08 something, but it's where I'm at. I think it's insane that I'm suggested to be the number 3 car, frankly, but there we go. Such is life. Whew. The good news is, once this is all sorted, which probably won't be too long from now, we're back in another race. I'm just going to quickly start recording, and then I've got that covered off. Don't have to think about it during the start procedure. Woo! Split 11 of 19. It's just lovely to see so many splits as well, because I think the only way that these kind of ranked racing games work is if you have a vast number of splits, because you really struggle to get that kind of likeness in lap times. I mean, obviously there's a big variety here, right? But this is probably the kind of track that's going to do that more than a smaller track. Like when I was at Sebring last weekend.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Fuel. Definitely take 6 and a bit just in case. Stuck up on new tyres. We're good to go. Yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, Sebring. Sebring brought the pack slightly close together, shorter lap, obviously shorter lap time, lower differential in actual seconds, even though the percentage is similar. But as long as you can see someone stay in the draft, I think it's a little bit different. But yeah, it's good to just see 19 splits, frankly. I think that's really, really encouraging. Getting that volume of competition. Now there are going to be people behind us that are going to be much quicker. That is life. Oof. And I'll do all the video intro rubbish when I get onto the start procedure. That feels like a sensible place to do it. And cramp as well. Noticing this lately. I'm sure I'll be fine. I'd have to say the sequencing and the race length as well. Like Sebring's what 20 minutes a race, or it was. So I guess your standard ones are like 22 minutes.
Formation lap has started.
Hello, welcome to another video. We are going to be recording this Le Mans GT3 race in LMU. Really excited. Have done one so far to get a feel for it. I'm not that great, but that's okay. Certainly passable is how I would phrase it. And the expectations are overly high on me according to the game, but my expectation personally is maintain a top 10, fight for some positions if we can, and see how we go. So that's the aim for this race. Fingers crossed it's not an absolute shit show because, well, I won't say they have been, but I will say they could have been. This start procedure is just like a mini game. Speed up, slow down, catch up, stay online, slow down, speed up, catch up, slow down. Yeah. Crazy. Feels like a very narrow window for what's acceptable. So there we go. Yeah, so we're in split 9 of... No, sorry, we're in split 11 of 19. So we're way down there. Oh, I should be dragging my brakes as well. That's some free warm-up there. Let's do that for a bit. Get a little heat into the brakes. Le Mans, I've hardly ever driven it. This is the first time I've really done anything for it. So, naturally... There's a struggle on some corners and some sections. The sort of final sector is a nightmare. Nothing short of a nightmare for me. But that's okay. Oh, I'm online. Don't chat at me. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Fine. Okay, getaway. But really, we just safety first it. And probably lift a bunch. Just to make sure we get round the first corner. In one piece. That's what we're looking to do. Give room. Be kind. Okay, having a little poke. Whew, that was a lot more intense than the first race start, that's for sure. Some people are clearly looking to make progress. Like this fella behind. And some of us are just trying to get through. So for me, like, first lap is always about survival. I'm much more interested in making it through than I am making it through in first. Ooh, case in point. Stuff going on there. And so, like, safety first, get through the race. That's the plan. Whew. Oh. Wow, this feels messier than the first time we were here. Jesus Christ. Having to react to lots of stuff going on. This car behind looks like he's going to try something in a place that's probably a little risky. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Some bold decisions, but that's fine. We've already got some slight damage on the front. Love that. Jeez, it's just weaving all over the place. I mean, fair play to the guy. He's getting the moves done. He's just doing it in a way that's quite aggressive. Oh, fucking hell. I don't know why I steered out of that. Dumb. Feels like this first lap's been a bit of a net neutral. Cars going off, cars overtaking me, but we're on the tarmac. So, shouldn't complain too much. Okay, and not a bad finish to the lap there, really. I mean, as far as final sector goes for me, that was probably the best I've ever done. So, could have been worse. Stay in the mix is all I want to try and do. Whoa, hello. Whew. There's another freebie as well. That was that Mustang who was getting a bit pokey at the start. I just want to see my braking point. I'm just going to... I don't know when this car slows down and stops. But I tend to prefer, like, prioritizing exit. Oh my good lord. There's a proper little bunch up ahead. Looks like there could be some racing this race. I mean, last race was a little bit more catch some freebies, get overtaken, leave it at that. But this race looks like something's going on. Yeah, just looking to try and prioritize exit. Have we set up a move on this guy now? Maybe. Hi, I'm here. Please respect the fact that I exist. Whew. Oh, shit. No. Oh no, disaster. I'm so desperate to stay off the racing line. Oh, here we go. Fuck, that is annoying. Ugh. I thought it was going pretty well up until the moment that I spun. Never mind. He doesn't love a self-spin, eh? Just went a little bit aggressive on the throttle, trying to cut under the guy ahead. That's alright, we just play a different game now. We play chasing people instead of trying to hold them off. Oh, hello. Oh, that's frustrating. But you gotta, you know, try and erase it. Easier said than done, but... Oh, hello. Shit. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Just trying to push too hard there. I guess that's what shows... Oh, wow, is that... Ooh, flat spots. Hello. Don't know how I feel about that. Those flat spots are brutal. Yeah, not good. Now we just spend the time focusing in on completing laps. Safety rating matters, you know. Quitting out isn't going to help. And there's someone to chase, so, you know, there's always someone to chase. Just need to be careful. I'm not, you know, pushing too hard. I don't lose it and impact someone else's time. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Jesus Christ, do I have a wing? Or, like, did that come off in the spin at some point? I've got absolutely zero grip. Wow, we've got a lot of DNFs as well. So, again, case in point, like, finish the race, don't quit out, get the job done. Has got to be the mantra from now on. And if anything, I'm going to learn to drive with flat spots. I'm going to learn to drive with damage. All things that you need to do anyway. Obviously, you'd rather not, but if you have to, you have to. I got someone 6 seconds up the road. I've got 9 minutes to catch them. It's unlikely, frankly. But it's not impossible. Just had to prove to myself I could get through that corner in one piece. Again, just got to remember, it's about safety at this point. I do want to get that safety rating up. Get out of the bronze stuff if I can. just to provide a little bit more variety. The trick here is going to be less aggressive with these corners. So just prioritise taking the right kinds of lines. We are making progress on the cars in front, so you know, like it could be worse. I'll stay in second for this and see if that, yeah, that could work. Okay.
That time was a 4:12.3.
Okay, with caution and with hang on a second, let's just focus on this corner because I'll get this one wrong plenty. Sorry, yeah, so with caution and some damage, we're still doing a 4:12. Like, I think I can probably push that up a little bit. Obviously, damage on the straights is a real killer here. Force feedback in this game is great. Like, I felt the weight transfer of that massive skid so well. It was genuinely brilliant. I think top 10's probably out of the question, but closing in on 11. Maybe another lap after this one. Oh, broke a little bit early there. I mean, closing in on P10 as well, but I don't have the time to catch the guy, so... Excuse me, to my point earlier, in the last race even, it's that kind of... that guy's going to happily lose 6 seconds to maintain position. Versus trying to keep the gap at 6 seconds and spin because of it, so, you know. I get it. I can still feel a slight rumble from the flat spots, which is genuinely brilliant. I think that's a fantastic feature to have in this. Oh! Oh, grip up, please, thank you. I just... struggling with my braking, as per usual. Definitely my weak spot in sim racing. Oh, wow. That was kind. What an absolute gentleman. Yeah, open up the corner. Here we go. Just dabble on the brake. third. Sweep. Come on. I don't know if this is all right, but it's... Oh, shit. I'm hoping it gets me around. Oh, boy. Okay, lost some time there, but that's okay. Lost about a secondary there, I think.
Lap 4, 10.8.
Okay, last lap. Not too bad with damage. The guy ahead is in sight, but I think that's wishful thinking. Damn it if I don't try. Good. Entrance onto the straight would help. No. Come on. Oh, we're currently 10th because someone else has come out. So, all right, finish on the top half. Everyone be positive about it. There's still room. What, 2 seconds in? I mean, it's a lot to ask, but we've definitely created the gap already. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hello, that got very squirrely. That's a shame. Lost a lot of time there. It got very fidgety under braking for a second there. So I was really hoping to be able to like gain what I lost. Never mind. Never mind. We can but try. Super early there because I was so nervous about braking too late. I've lost time there. Oh well. Keep going. My consistency points are dropping. I think I'll do slower laps. Yeah, that's one way of doing it as well. If you could think about like finding a rhythm, but I take it from someone who has historically focused on being consistent versus being fast. I don't think you do as well if you're just focusing on being consistent. In terms of results, like I've never really come close to anything because I focus on doing the same time. What I would say is, I guess, try and find the problem corners and maybe just focus on those. If I were going to break it down, if I were going to try and really think about lap times like a competition, you know. Then I try and find ways to bring times down, right? That's what you want to do. So you look at the corners that are your problem corners. Make them, I guess, where you're better. So perhaps, like, obviously slow down for the rest of the lap, but go at 90% instead of 100% for the rest of the lap, and then just really focus on nailing the ones that you struggle with. Oops. Don't do it, don't do it. Thank you. Don't do it. Oh, shit, that really put me off. Oh, no, 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 no. Fuck. Oh, that's deeply annoying. Oh, dearie me. There you go. You pushed for something in the last corner because I thought I might be able to get right up behind him. Nope. Never mind. Ended up being pretty much dead last. Outside the top 10 is a bit frustrating, I'm not going to lie. But that's okay. Oh! I mean, my consistent sort of good lap times would have put me in and around here. So when we're talking about best laps, I guess my 410s, if I'd been able to finish and keep up the 410s, I'd have been in and around this space, which is a real shame. But you learn, don't you? That's what this process is all about. All about learning. And having a good time. And I'm having a good time while I learn. So I can't complain. Just looking at the time, I've probably got time for one more. Yeah, I don't love that. Oh, my safety weight ranking went down. 9 contacts with the barrier. Not good. Okay. 16% as well. Fucking hell, I didn't feel like I was that bad. Right. Gotta try again then, I guess. Don't want to leave on a net negative. Oh, no. It overran, so I'm not going to have time to jump into that. Oh, that's fucking annoying. Oh, okay. Well, the 11 o'clock session has started. Oh, okay. Well, that timing-wise didn't quite work out. Never mind. Do I go to Spa? I mean, I know Spa to a point. Wow, not many people up for it today. Okay, never mind. Right. What do I do? I've got 40 minutes to burn. Let's just quickly go look at... I'd love to see it in a graph. I don't know if they have a graph of my safety rating, because I want to know... Sorry, I want to know what my drop-off was compared to the previous gains. I feel like I gained hardly anything. Yeah, okay. So the drop-off was substantial. There you go. 1 DNF. So close to the top 5 in the summer as well, I think. Well, let's say that, relatively speaking. Oh, that's cool. You can create a team and have your own livery by the looks of it. Probably won't do that. Yeah, that race there was annoying. Look at that extra. Look at the safety bonus for doing it right as well last time. Okay. I'm net positive, but alright. Need to get back out there. That's all. Guess another race in, eh? Ah, fuck it. Let's do the GT at Spa. If I can keep it clean, I'm still going to boost my safety rating. So, oh, hang on. GTs, are they like... They're properly hard to drive, aren't they? No, I'm not going to pick a Porsche. Let's just pick the Vet. Yeah. Okay. Just hope for the best. Right. While this... You can join the practice. Let's do that. I'm just going to join the practice over, but while I am doing that and everything is loading, I'm just going to use the restroom. So I will be back shortly. And I'll mute up and then hop in. Okay, we're back. Plugged in and everything. So I've never driven a GTE car yet. This will be the first. Oh. Can't join. Oh, we're too late. They've run out of practice slots. I don't know. We'll find out. Cars sound bloody great though. Ah, okay. The practice server filled up. Let's go pick the empty one. I just want to get some time in the GTE, driving around. Basically, that's where I'm at. Oh, I need to stop recording as well. We will not be using that. Okay. Get comfy. Get settled back in with this. There we go. That ought to do, I suppose. Whoa, hello. Fucking hell, that's loud. Oh. What? That's my car start, normally. What? Huh, okay. Well, we were off to a flyer there. Couldn't even start driving. Yeah, never driven a GTE before. Again, I think it's no ABS. Oh my god, that sounds incredible. That noise is unreal. Jesus Christ. I love that sound. It feels lighter to drive than the BMW. Maybe there is ABS, don't know. Actually, I'm honestly more fearful about... Oh, shit. Nope, locked up. I'm more fearful about losing my hearing than I am losing control of the car, honestly. Good God. Whoa. Okay, so these are pretty feisty then. Fucking hell. Well, it'll be a good laugh at the very least. I don't know when the best time to shift in these cars is, but I'm doing it when I'm sort of hitting the red. Oh, shit. That's probably a first gear corner. Here's the tricky one every time. Okay, 4th gear for that then. Well, I really are learning as we go, I'm not going to lie. Whoa! Now. This thing is properly edgy. Just so different. Love it though. I think that's what makes sim racing great, right? If it all felt the same, like why would we bother having different series and different cars? Fucking hell though, this is hard work. Oh, and this Corvette sounds so amazing.
6.73.
I think I'm a good like 8 seconds off of some of the quicker boys. Oh, the concentration is so different. Fucking hell. I said 8 seconds off some of the quicker boys, didn't I? Fucking hell, they are wheeling it then. Because I'm like being pretty freaking conservative, like, because I don't want to crash, right? Oh boy. These guys are motoring.
Lap 2:25.49.
Okay, it's PC but no ABS. That's what I'm learning, I guess. PC, I could probably be a little bit more aggressive through these corners, I'm guessing. Oh, not that aggressive. Yeah, not that aggressive. Yeah. Christ alive, this is going to be hard work. Oh, goodness me, that is going to be properly difficult. Woo! Well, everyone loves a good baptism of fire, right? Everyone loves a baptism of fire. Hopefully there'll just be enough slow people like me to make the splits favourable. There you go, 2 16s. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's just something special, isn't it? You think of, like, I'm miles off of this. I mean, actually shit drivers. Or... like, I'm not in the top 10,000, I wouldn't imagine. Whew. Okay. Well, there's no time to learn like the present. And this is more for frickin' safety stuff anyway. So just get through it. Survive. Don't die. The usual, you know. That will be the mission. That will be the mission. Whew. 20 seconds to the race. Or the session begins anyway. And there's practice qualifying, 20-minute race. I don't know. I mean, that's going to be for 220, 8-9 laps. I'd have thought, not stacked, but enough. So yeah, 8-9 laps. And then we'll see how we go. We will see how we go. Okay, let's jump in. Please be favourable. Put me in a shit split. Perfect. Right. Well, looks like it's gonna go quite well for timing wise because I'll be able to get this done, and then be able to have my lunch, which I already cooked yesterday. So it's a fish curry today, which will be lovely. And then got a busy afternoon sorting some bits out because I've got hockey practice tonight, which will be super fun. I'm really looking forward to that. But I've got to get a couple of bits done before then and just make sure all my stuff is in order. Hopefully it gives me a real low number. Yes, I'm expected to finish 16. That's ambitious. Okay, I don't know if practice is going to help me much at this point. Yeah, maybe it will. Don't knock it. Oh, you really need to use the clutch with this, is what I'm learning. Got to use the clutch. Okay, well, that's, again, something else we're learning. That's what it's all about here, you know? You learn with me. Yellow, love that. Again, this is just an opportunity for me to get a couple more laps in. Find out kind of how the car likes to be driven, I guess. I don't know how setup dependent this game is either or not, because like I know setups can make a difference. Probably not the 8-second difference that I'm looking at between me and some others. You know, like I know it makes a small difference. What probably makes more of a difference is the fact that I never seem to apply my brake more than like 50% or 100%. I have really bad, a really bad left foot basically. Okay, practice session is about to end. Then we'll hop into quali. And then it's just a case of trying to survive, right? Up. Don't worry about it. This happens, it's fine. That's how you exit practice. Perfect. Okay, cool. Alright, well... Oh shit, qualifying starting now. Okay, let's get out there. Let's have a good time. Okay. It says starting soon. Wait at pit exit. Now it's started, presumably. Yep. We're in quali. So first time qualifying Spa GTE. I haven't raced the GTE before. Haven't, you know, I've done maybe like 5 laps total in this GTE. And at Spa the same. So, you know, see how we go. I don't even know what the optimal shift point for the Corvette is. I'm just kind of guessing it's not maxed out because, well, it's a muscle car, isn't it? Like, it's not got that refined 10,000 RPM upper limit sort of, you know, thing going on. Sounds bloody amazing though. I mean, honestly, the LMU sounds have been pretty damn good. And this car in particular sounds unbelievable. It is noisy. Okay, that was better braking than I'm used to. Okay, probably third for that corner, probably can go take that a little bit quicker. Probably second for the first one. Pretty much flat all the way through here. Oh, I've got a full tank of fuel. Dickhead. What am I doing? Oh well. We're here now. It's not going to make that much of a difference. I'm not that good. I can brake later. Much later. Alright, let's get it going. First lap. Just do something vaguely respectful is the mission. Nope. No. We're fine on track limits, although it was a bit touch and go. Okay, and I broke way too soon there. Very, very safe. Don't forget you're going downhill. Oh, there's going to be an accident around that corner, I can guarantee you. Okay, third for both of those. Oh, I'm going to be so far off the mark here. Uh,
Lap 2,
Fuck.
6.23.
And I don't have a chance to get a second one done because qualifying's over. Oh, that's so bad. So bad. Okay. Alright. Well. We can but try. I think once I get settled into a rhythm, I'll be alright. I'm just very much going to be languishing at the bottom until then. And you know what? That's fine. It's to be expected. I just want to keep it clean and have a fun time. Preferably not get lapped. We're halfway down the splits, for Christ's sake. You know, like, I'm going to be facing some people who are better than me. That's okay, too. Right, in terms of estimated laps, was it 220? No. Yeah, 220. So every... If it's 3 minutes per lap... No, sorry, if it's a minute a lap, we've got 20 minutes, it'd be 20 laps. It's not that. So it's not... Oh, good lord. I'm just going to go medium. Because I ripped through those softs pretty fast. Just think logically. 2 minutes 20 would be... So 220 for 47. So it would be 9 laps for 21 minutes. So if I do 12 laps, I'm probably quite safe. Right? 220 for 47. 14. 21. Yeah. Sure. I mean, I ripped through those soft tires pretty quick, so I'm assuming mediums are the one, but I don't know. Again, I've not done this before. And I did that on a full tank of fuel, so my lap time is going to be slightly worse. Probably not that much worse, but slightly worse than comparatively than is being seen so far. So, oh boy. I don't know if the Vet's any good. Are people succeeding? I bet the person in first is in a Corvette. Okay, there's no other Corvettes at all. It's all everything else
Teams
but
and
Corvettes.
drivers go to the grid for a race start.
So I have literally no idea if that's a good thing or a bad thing or not. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, there you go. 9 laps. That's what I said. 9.5. I've overfueled, but just safely overfueled, you know? I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Ooh. Like I say, this is all going to work out nicely for timing. Look at that. 20-minute race. But if quali is finished, why are we keep getting results? What? I'm not really sure I follow these people, but there we go. Never mind. Oof. Definitely at the back of the pack, which is fine. I think just taking it steady is going to be my MO. I really, really want to get through this race in good nick. So, yeah, it feels important to me to just finish. Oh, hello. Slow down? What? There we go. That's a little bit out of line. What? Catch it. Oh man, this start procedure gives me anxiety. What a crazy world we live in. How can I be out of line? I'm on a... What? Just... What? Here we go. We give this a go. Let's see.
Green flag, green flag.
Just nice and steady. Not do anything silly. Oh, hello. Whew. Oh my lord. Wow, I am extremely sweaty. Oh, hello. Oh, shit. Okay. Somehow managed to hold it together, which I'll take, but... Whew, this is hard work. Remember, aim of the game. Keep it clean. Wow, the sun is bright. Oh, I'm not sure what's happening there. That looks very different. All of a sudden, everything's just like super saturated and washed out. Or like the edges are saturated, the track is super washed out. Weird. Okay. Don't know if that's my game having a hard time or it's just now very sunny. I'm really struggling to hang on here. Fuck. Warning on track limits. Oh, isn't what I wanted. Oh, didn't see anything there. I need to clean up the next couple of laps. Genuinely the hardest I've had to work. Driving in a sim in quite a while. $100 meters is probably enough. I'm just so conscious of totally losing it. Such a different beast to a GT3. It's crazy. I mean, it's fantastic that they've been able to seemingly replicate that difference. Certainly feels different to me anyway. I got so much less crust. In this than I did the Beamer. Whoa. That's my best lap time ever. Love that. I guess not good, but it's better than my best, so I'm going to do this in fifth. I don't like it in sixth. I don't feel like I get any... Yeah, there we go. That felt quicker. Marginal though it will be. Little twitchy. Not the best exit, but that's okay. did just lift a little bit there because I was a little bit conscious of that track limits.
Lap 2, 24.67.
Oh shit. Okay, well, we're halfway through the race. Made a couple of positions, but mostly just through other people's misfortune. And again, like, there really is the primary focus today is just get through it. This Corvette, I'm the only Corvette, and I seem to be getting absolutely blasted on all the straights. So I don't know if there's an actual difference in my poor choice of car or not. But we're having fun. It's squirrely, so I just want to take my time getting around this one. Yep. Oh, hello. What was I counter steering there? I do a lot of phantom counter steering where I assume something bad's about to happen. So I counter steer for something that hasn't happened yet. I'm not sure why, but it does seem to be a habit of mine. Steering into these corners a little too early. Mostly out of fear. I'm actually going to let this guy pass, just because it's going to be easier for me to focus then. And again, like, primary objective, clean laps, keep it clean, you know. Learn the track, keep it clean. And enjoy myself, right? Enjoy myself, dare I say.
25.12.
Oh, that was close. Uh-oh. I lifted. Don't get angry at me, track limits. Okay, this is a much better lap. Something actually to be kind of semi-proud of here. Best lap so far. Oh Jesus, what are you? That's bold. Why would you just cut in front of someone like that close to the? Oh, yeah, anyway, he made it work. He made it work. Whatever. I guess for me, I'd be like, why would I take that risk? This person is seemingly slow. Like me, I'm slow, right? That's what I'm saying. Me, slow. If this person's slow, back of the pack, less confident, like, why would I ever take the risk of sliding in front of someone just before the braking line? Or the braking point? I don't know. It seems like a bold choice to take that kind of unnecessary risk when you know you're getting the move done anyway. And these two seem like they're in a proper scrap. Probably the best I've come out of that corner before. You like that? I'm just going to let this guy go because he's going to be a dick about it. So, like, I'd rather focus on getting my own race right. Let this guy do his thing. And just hope that there's justice. He's clearly driving angry anyway, flashing his lights all the time. Like, let him do his own thing, really. Good news is we're getting an excellent seat here to a proper scrap. So yeah, proper front row of this. Shit. Yeah. Unfortunately, I tried to slow down a bit more than I should have. Okay, let's not do anything drastic. Oh, there's the flat spot. Slight contact, not super happy. Oh good, that person's suitably angry. And that's a message of me. I'm not really sure what he wanted me to do there because, like, I applied the brakes. I don't even know if that was the chap who was at the time in front of me or not. Oh, we've got a minute left. There's one more lap after this one. Let's just keep it nice and clean. Okay, brought it to a stop just in time. Really trying to focus on track limits as well as the contact piece. Just like, well, you know.
Lap 2:35.42.
the end of the day, if I'm a little bit slow, I'm a bit slow, but I'd rather now focus on keeping it nice and tidy. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that was a little touch and go. Could have been later. Definitely braking a bit too early at the end of the straight. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I could brake later then, apparently. I was like, oh no, missed my spot. But my spot was very early. Oh, the bumps. There we go. Checkered flag. Came home in 11th, which isn't the worst. Yeah, not the worst at all. I'm pretty pleased with that, actually, if anything. Dare I say? Pretty pleased. Whew. Okay, 2:23 was the best time, so not brilliant, but somewhat more respectable. I mean, literally the slowest of everyone. But I finished. And I did that on mediums, which felt like the right choice. I want to have. What's the car setup saying? Okay, probably. All right, good race. Really enjoyed that. A little bit different. Hopefully, it will have had a positive impact on the safety rating. I'm just gonna grab this banana. I think that'll be it now for me. I suspect. I do kind of fancy doing one more, but I want to do another Le Mans. I don't know if I've really got the time for that. Or when the next one is, actually. Starts in 22 minutes. Nope. Starts in 2 minutes. I've probably done enough. I'm probably happy with where we're at. So, I'm just going to see how that impacted my, because I'm curious, my safety rating. Oh, it's not loaded yet. Oh, here we go. Go to. Okay, cool. Wow, look at that safety. We love that. 3 clean quali laps, 7 clean race laps, 1 invalid lap, and 1 contact with another driver. Which was me losing it to myself, basically. Again, this I suspect won't rocket up, but this is the one we want to jump up. This is what we want to raise, really. That was good. That was really good for that. Just a quick check. Oh, why is that so low? thought it was getting a bit closer to being complete. Okay, cool. That's that done. On that note, I'm probably going to call it a day because it's almost 3 hours now, which is pretty cool. Really enjoyed myself. It's been fun being back in the streaming seat and the sim rig as well. Getting out there, having a good time. Nothing too fancy, but good fun. I suspect I'll be doing some more LMU, maybe this time again next week. It feels like a sensible kind of time. Sunday mornings are usually pretty good for me. So I know it's not maybe the best time for everyone else, but I'll enjoy it, and I'll try and do some other times where I get the capacity. But at the moment, this is probably what's best. Until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. All the usual like, subscribe, jazz, and then until then, see you next time. Bye for now.